close out these internet browser windows. That way I have even more. Hello! Hi, hello. It's been a very long time since I've streamed. Happy 2024. We in there. So we're here for a particular reason. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't know if the music audio is okay. Well, I'm not gonna get into that on tonight's stream. Let's not talk about why that's a thing. Anywho, I've been quite busy. Obviously, there's been a lot of things going on. What I'm gonna do, what I should have done, is made the Discord link one that can, like, you could just do a Twitch command for. Didn't do that, but I will periodically link out the Discord when people ask. So if you're not here yet, here, this is the Discord for the game. This is the new Discord. Don't ask any questions. I don't feel like talking about it. That's not why I'm here. Why I am here is let's see. Can I put in TMNT as a tag? Yes, I can. Okay. Why is China? There's got to be a reason why I did that. Justice League. Okay, that's a good tag. Retro. Just gonna borrow that tag. Indie game? Yeah, let's have that tag too. Fighting games? Yep. How about FGC? Yup. Alright. So we just added a bunch of tags. You're right, DC Comics, that's a good one. As you can see, I'm a very astute streamer. I've been streaming for a long time. Except I don't stream very often. It's been a long time, but I'm here. Anywho, so yeah. A few months ago, I agreed upon a community revision for this game. What that means is I was taking suggestions from anyone, really, to tell me what they've always felt like this game should have. Or for the characters, for the system, everything. No idea was off the table. I said, if I agree with it, I greenlight it. And if I didn't, then I would just ignore it. I got some pretty interesting ideas, and I also came up with quite a few of my own. So, we're gonna see what those look like, and at a certain point, I'm gonna take on some people and fight them, because I play this game. I play this game sometimes, and I'm pretty good at it. Sometimes, despite what the rumors may have claimed, I'm pretty good at this game. Sure, the AI washes me, but I wrote it and designed it to wash me, so that's normal. So without further ado, let me get rid of this and let me get the game running. Will it pick it up? No, it won't pick it up. Okay. And there it goes. Pause that. Alright. So, right now, there are 16 characters who have been rebalanced out of this 28 character roster. We are over the halfway mark. And those characters are April, Donatello, Raphael, Karai, Asuka, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Arrow, Cheetah, Omega Shredder, Kirby, Armaggon, Rat King, War, Wingnut, and that's it. So I'll start from left to right. okay? April didn't get a whole lot of things, but she did get three very important things. She got some command normals, and she got a new follow-up to her elbow, which names escapes me right now. Let me look it up real quick. It is, yeah, Long Shot Leap. No, it's not. It's Bulldog Blitz. Shut up. So the new attack is Byline Stringer. It is an overhead. It is a not real combo. But it is very good for setting up juggles if it hits. And you can use an Omega to combo after it. Just the same. He also has a new command normal. That command normal is first one being Cut Line Correction, which is forward and light punch. And she got Dead or Deck, which is back hard kick. She also has a wall jump because she has a wall jump. And that's all you really need to know about it. What does it look like? That goes pretty far. Anyway, this is a very meaty button. You can combo in it from lights. The whole point of it is to set up very specific meaties like that. And then they're +6. And this is a good anti-air. It's a decent anti-air. And of course, there's 2 hits, but as you saw, that was invalid. Not a real combo. So that's April in a nutshell. I'm gonna allow her to do cool stuff like this. Yeah, so if I wanted to, you could do that, into this, into this. Yeah, so you have that. Give Casey Jones a gun. Dino, I have... So you want to know what Casey Jones changes are so far? He's next on the list, actually. He's going to be coming out in a couple weeks. He's going to get... his Universal Command Grab is going to apply to whatever weapon he has from now on. So that means 3 possible things are going to happen from his Universal Command Grab. Because currently, it just kind of wall splats him. But he's getting that. Let me open my good old community doc, which any of you can edit, by the way. If you're in the Discord, there's just a link to it. You can put whatever you want on this community revision document. I don't care. I'm not, so it's perfectly fine. According to my notes that I'm pulling out here, so we're gonna change the velocity on his items. His taunt is gonna alter his super. I don't know if I agree with that. Apparently he's just gonna throw 3 balls. Let's see. So they want more interactions for his weapons to hit other items. They want to extend the active hitbox on his upward toss, and we're gonna fix the close heavy kick. That's just some of the things we're gonna do. Now, that's what the community requested. What I'm actually gonna do is usually up for interpretation, and it's usually not something I even say until I just start randomly doing videos. Speaking of things I've randomly done, let's talk about Donatello. Donatello, he got some changes here and there. So the main big thing going on with this game is any move that would be done as a raw reversal, it ends differently. So what that means is normally Donatello's Omega Head Spin is one of his main juggle starters. But if you do it raw, it looks like that. So the combo just ends. But if you combo into it, it's the same. This change will allow, less fraudulent things to happen from a reversal, if that makes sense. That was something that I came up with to address the fact that some characters' reversals kind of gave them the round, and I don't really agree with that. But, excuse me. I'm getting over being sick. This is the best I sound. Also, there's a few things that has changed with Guts. Guts is a little bit stronger. It's up to 38% from 33%. And the way that stun is applied is different across the entire cast of people who are changed thus far. So normals do about 25% more stun than the damage, whereas specials do about 80% less stun than their damage. So this allows stun to be more dependent on what you want to do in combos. So if you're a person who likes to end your juggles with just normals, that means you're getting more stun out of it. But if you're a person who wants to go for more damage, that's what this. Okay, you get out, you get the hell out of here. I don't know. I can't delete him. How do I delete him out of this thing? OBS will not let me delete him. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Can I ban this guy? I can't ban him. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I don't know if I have any mods in the chat. I'm not checking, but somebody can do something about that. Anywho, back to Donatello, because this is recording. This is gonna go on my YouTube channel. It's whatever. So the main thing that Donatello got, and you're gonna love this, is he can charge his hard punch ground claw. Now, initially, charge attacks, or should I say charge variations, was just limited to Rat King or Raphael. Now I can say there's a lot more of them. A whole lot more of them. So for example, here's Donatello's. So out of his pocket, he pulls a pocket electromagnet. And then I say that because, like magnets, it draws them in. And he has a ground taunt. He reads up how to use this thing. And now it bounces multiple times. Well, just the extra time. So he's got that, and you now can change versions of his bow rush in mid time, like in mid, as much as you want to. I don't care. But if you do hard punch and light punch, you get this little follow up that's similar to the Omega version. So allowing you to do that, just fun stuff like that. So he didn't read the manual. He made tech, and then he didn't read the manual for his own technology. You hate to see it. So just small stuff. Like, some characters got a lot of changes, but some characters didn't need a whole lot. So I just kind of threw in some bonus things. He also got a new backdash. It's pretty cool. Gets him out pretty far. And that's pretty much how we handle that. So for the most part, that's Donatello. You know, you do this into this. You know, just stuff like that. That's Donatello now. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. I should remind everybody that all of these changes are still a work in progress, and they're being load tested by the lovely folks at the Level 1 Bar in Columbus, Ohio. Now, normally this is the part where I joke and say Ohio is not a real location, but given the fact that they're load testing this game, they're definitely not a real location. Nobody would load test this game. They're not real. I'm here to declare yet again that Ohio is not a real location. Now, sure, you can argue that we have some people from Ohio in the chat, but I think they're lying. Anywho, that's Donatello. Now we got Raphael. Raphael also got some small incremental changes. It also got a taunt buff. That's another thing that's happening, is there are a lot more taunt buffs across the cast. So you see Donatello has this thing next to his portrait now. If we do that, we got this little orb. And now, before, you know, Jamboree had the hard punch thing where you could charge and it does 3 hits. But chat, I'm here to tell you today that you can do that now. Or, this is my favorite, you can do that now. Why not? You know, you got a taunt buff. Fair is fair. So, in addition to that, he also has some charges to follow up his Omega Power Drill, which, you know, looks like this now. It has a new ending on it. And if you hold hard kick when you do Omega Chest Buster, you get this. You get that. Yeah. Yeah. Except this time I'm not going to whiff. So you get this lovely little grab, because why not? But I'm not done yet. You see, if they block this, you can get it out of this too. Why not? I forgot my water upstairs. And boy, do I need it now. Didn't think that one through. So Raphael got some other smaller things too, I'm sure. I'm gonna read the community docs because I'm supposed to be doing that. For those curious, the same doc is available to everybody. For those watching on YouTube, this doc is available to everybody. If you're not in the Discord and you're watching this on YouTube, the Discord will be linked there. I shouldn't have to worry about bots. There is a verification system, but if you get hacked, please don't get hacked. Guys, come on now. If you get a DM from somebody telling you to click a link, it's 2024. Can we just stop clicking links from people that we really don't know like that? Just don't click a link. Just don't click a link, or there are websites that will sandbox a link. No, I showed off her wall jump, and I showed off the overhead. I showed off both of those things. You see, there are sandbox things that you could just copy a link and paste it over there, and then it'll let you know if the link is safe or not. That's what I do. Or I just don't click the link. Anywho, that's pretty much all Raphael got. Oh, he got a different backdash. Yeah, it's just that now. Pretty fast. Decent amount of distance to get out. And that's Raphael. See, it's like, it's not major changes. It's just noticeable ones. So let's go to Asuka. By the way, for those of you watching on YouTube, this is probably going to be like an hour-long video. That I'm just going to drop out the blue to let you guys know that I'm not dead. I'm on life support. Please send help. But in the meantime, Asuka, of course, also has the raw reversal change, which I meant to show off on Raphael. She will not do the follow-up unless you actually do stuff. Yeah. So the thing is, it's really easy to get out of those, but you also have to be aware that it's there. And that's a problem for most people, as I've learned, and that's what makes it so very funny to me. Asuka got quite a few things. I'm gonna scroll down the list so that way I can tell you what those things are. So we've extended the hurt box on this to make it easier to punish. You can hit her out of that before the lightning comes out now. Her stun has been lowered to 615, fortunately. But we got this now. The wall slam is gone. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Comment, when you first made this character, she was all about these wall slam combos and all these extensions. She can still do most of that. Like, it's still here. Like she still has a lot of stuff. Anywho, since we're on the topic, Super 2 got changed to hit more consistently, and that's why I whiffed it. But if you actually juggle with it, it floor bounces now, allowing it to actually hit and not drop as much. I feel like that was important for people who juggled into a super, because otherwise you really couldn't. The Omega version of Hayabusa now does that. So, and also the kick activates on its own, so you can do stuff like this. Except, you don't drop it. Okay, it's a little complicated. I'm gonna be real with you. The timing's a little rough. But it's doable. Is this worth doing? No, but it's there. You can do that if you so desire. So what this does is this emphasizes on a lot of how she used to be played. Other attacks become a lot more important when you have to worry about the fact that you can't carry it to the corner so well anymore. But she does have a guaranteed juggle starter now. Quite a couple of them, really. Like, I would say that this alters her from being an offensive monster to, you know, kind of finding her own space as a ninja. All right, this moves back some now. I forgot to mention that. Just a little bit. To make sure all 3 hits land easier and you can kind of escape more with it. It's always been that way, yeah. It's just that people didn't really use it because the wall slam was so good. Well, the wall splat, as it's formerly called. So now we have a reason to use it. Now we have a reason to use all of her stuff, really. And she's still fun to me. I still like her. I still enjoy her quite a bit. Then there's Karai. Karai got a fuck ton of changes. More than I can fucking even think of. There are changes I probably don't remember. There are changes that I probably didn't even write down. I did. You know what? Let's go back. This is an hour-long video. I can do whatever I want. This is not going to be edited. It's just going to be thrown on YouTube, and that's just that. She got a new taunt. As you can see, she looks a little bit differently, and she gets ice. So this used to be new taunt. Now, I'll tell a little story here. At the beginning of 2023, I agreed that Karai and Asuka was a little stronger than I thought they were. And I had to do a rebalance, which I allow you, the player, to toggle on and off. And now that doesn't matter. That option will be gone. As you, for those who are keen-eyed, and you may have noticed it wasn't even on the select screen anymore. Because everyone's rebalanced. I'm not doing the thing where I allow you to turn on all of these changes or not. Can't be bothered to do that because I don't want to. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Karai. Let's see, what has Karai got? So she got some hurt box changes on her Torrent of Torment, which is the thing where she punches a lot coming out of a special. She got a little more recovery on her Shadow Summon. If you hit her shadows, it does damage to her now. Let's see, the hitbox on this has been lowered so it hits more consistently. I don't even think I did the tag change yet, so it's not even blue yet. I mean green yet. The damage that her clones do has been decreased. And they also, at one point in time, they had different properties if you use them in combo and neutral usage. I've since removed that, so don't even worry about that. The startup is increased on our Super 1. The power gain on our specials have been changed too. I don't really think I want to do a final monk here because it's just another, to me, it's just another variation. Also, Omega Entrapment does this now. Just wall bounces, unless, of course, you taunt. Then the old one's there. This is important because taunts already buff her shadow's damage, so you kind of get a 2-for-1. But if you use it, it's gone. So it's important for you guys to figure out combo routes that allows you to get a taunt in. They do exist, much to my dismay. There's a lot of routes to get taunts in mid combo, so not even that stopped her from being the total bastard that she is. But there's been a lot of damage changes in general. You know, normals do less damage overall, but that's kind of that's everybody's thing. It's not just Karai's thing. And that's pretty much all I'm going to go for in Karai. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I will more than likely have all of this time coded, so you can just go to whatever character you want. Keyword on might. It just depends on how I feel when I do that. It just depends. Superman got some pretty significant changes. Quite a few of them. He was another character that I agreed was a little on the strong side. So let's talk about him, shall we? Holy fuck, there's a lot of changes. Okay. let's see. If he's flying, he's now in counter hit state. The hurt boxes on dashing punch has been changed. Omega Ice Breath can be comboed into. You can now feint the dash punch, which is how that looks. You can cancel his sweep. Let's see. There's a recovery. There's more recovery on all of these. A reasonable amount of recovery. There's more recovery on this. If you do this on block, the startup is worse, as you can see. Pushes you out a bit too. Ice Breath is a lot better on block, like it used to be like minus 30 something. Like, you guys have no idea how bad it used to be on block. Or you do. If you have the public version, you can find out right now how bad it used to be on block. Let's see. We got his walk speed's a little better. His jump arc's a little different. Comet Punch has a different amount of recovery. Let's see, stop guarding. So the juggle timing on that is a lot lower now, but that's also his main route. Like, he can do this. So he has a chargeable Heart Punch dash punch now, which wall splats. Used to be start menu. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Let's see. If you combo into yeah. So if you combo into his flight normals now, as you can see, the advantage is a little different. But if you wait a little bit, it's a lot better. So it's more or less a combo deal. So lastly, if you counter hit someone while they're jumping with Comet Punch, you can combo after him. Yeah, that's Superman. So there are a lot more nerfs than there are buffs, but like, you can do a lot of insane things with him now. Like that, for example. So he's a lot more, you have to think with him now. He's not as brain dead. Like, he's really not as brain dead at all. But he's also a lot of fun now. Yeah, 9x0 has come back and been a full force contributor. And if you're in the Discord, which you should join, I'm gonna link it again. If you're not there, then you're gonna miss out on all of the content that 9x0's been doing for every character. What are you doing? Come on now. What are you doing? Get in here. Get in this Discord. Do it. Anywho, next we got Wonder Woman, who is fresh out the oven as of Thursday. So her changes are a lot more green, I would argue, but I think that she's got some charm to her now. So obviously she's got the same Superman flight change for her as well. I have reverted the nerf and made this back to +1. This is now a true reversal, but as you can see, as reversals do, it doesn't knock down as much. But enough about that. She can do this in the air now, yo. She can fucking use her lasso in the air? Excuse me? And she can side switch. She can same side, or you got a slam. Now you can actually combo in this if you do it fast enough. Probably gonna fuck it up, just like I did there. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm bad. I'm actually very bad at this game. That's a combo, but you gotta do it faster. And it's actually quite difficult to do because you have to do quarter circle forward, half circle back, almost like you're doing a super. And you have to do it precisely. Also, this OTGs. As much as you want it to, really. So, yeah. That's pretty much her major stuff. And So it's a pretty impressive thing, and also it can be done out of flight. And when you do it out of flight, you can still move. You can still move. You can really fuck with people in a pretty bizarre way. This allows her flight to still stand out and be a lot more different than Superman's. It allows her utility to be very different from everybody else's in the game. I think it just gives her a lot more uniqueness. It's a lot more of a chef's kiss of what this character is meant to be. It's only cheap if you suck at avoiding it. Because much like regular lasso, you can just jump. You can just hold up and you can just get out of it entirely. Like you don't have to care. You don't have to at all. Like you just jump. You just jump. It's not a big deal. But if you fuck up the jump timing, you're gonna get scooped. So like if you jump too early, if you're like here, you're starting to come down, you are officially in gonna get grab territory. This right here, I'm gonna do this with the mouse. This is you're gonna die territory, right about there. You should know better. You jump on reaction. You be a good player. Don't just hold up. You're gonna die. Just relax. You can't look. They always tell you that when you go to the zoo, the gorilla can't hurt you if you don't go in the enclosure. So what that means is you stare at the gorilla, you observe the gorilla, you respect the gorilla. But if you go in the cage, the gorilla's gonna kill you. I don't have to explain how this works. We all know this. All right? Not every gorilla can speak sign language. They're not gonna communicate with you that you are actually in their personal space. You're gonna get banana slammer. Every time, it's just gonna be the banana slammer. So you wanna be smart. That tangent about gorillas was not necessary, but I did it anyway. Anyway, Aquaman. Aquaman got some really cool shit. I love Aquaman in this game. I love every character in this game. I made all of them. I can't not love anybody except for Wingnut. But I love Aquaman in this game. Aquaman got a whole lot of shit too. So, he's got a new move. Everybody's been telling me for years, commenting, why does Aquaman just show the trident? Why doesn't he use it? What in the fucking Ganondorfin brawl is wrong with you? And I agree. So I gave him a move of his trident. You just chuck the shit. It goes to different angles. You can charge it, go to another different angle. And the Omega-1 just tracks on its own. It's whatever. You can't avoid it. You can try, but it's not gonna work. Are you uncooperative? Can you cooperate, sir? Hey. Jump. Thank you. Yeah, so it will track you a little bit. Mostly. It would mostly track you. Mostly. Like, so as you can see, if you just hold up, you're probably safe. It's a lot scarier than it looks, because it only tracks up until it comes out. So it's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's not that scary. Now, why does he have a trident? Well, because he has a new version of double punches, which is now called an accentetto. I butchered the fuck out of that. I don't speak Greek, but it just means King's Strike, because the light punch one does that now, but you can hold it and it's +5, or you got this one that hits low. So that one, that's just a low starter now. And the Omega-1 looks like this now. Yeah, I got the trident. So, you know, let's have a conversation about physics for a second. Did you know that when you see a bubble and you hit it with a sharp object, it will pop? Right, everyone knows that. But did you know that bubbles from Atlantis, when they pop, they kill you? This is true. We have true facts that any bubble from Atlantis, if you pop it, it will murder you. And I have proof. I can show you. See? It's different. Look at this. That's terrible. You hate to see it. So if you see a bubble, be very worried about it. Be worried about the bubble. Just don't drop the combo like I keep doing. Because I'm very good at this game. I promise. I promise that I'm good at this game. You may not believe me. Anywho, his taunt now deploys a bubble, and you can pop the bubble with trident attacks. That was a long-winded setup to what just happened there. This allows you to have a lot of set play with this character that you normally wouldn't have. Now, he doesn't have any unblockables, but I will say that I do love doing this, because if he charges the trident and you get hit by it and you're doing nothing, you feel really dumb, because you're like, oh, okay. So the Omega version of this, well, if you charge it, will wall bounce. Now you may be thinking, oh, that's for combos, right? No. It's for extra Oki for the bubble. Now, he also has a change to his diving, I believe it's called diving slam. Yeah, the light punch one doesn't really dive so much, but he does slam. Yeah, he slams it. And you can charge it. If you do, it's an overhead. It's also a pretty good media, if I do say so myself. So he has all these new ways to fuck with you, arguably. People told me that Aquaman felt pretty bone dry in terms of sauce. And so I decided to cover him in all the sauce that I could find in my pantry. And now, if I had wings, I have no sauce for my wings. So I've decided to sacrifice all of the sauce that I own, so I would have bone dry wings. So it's just, I did that for you guys. All right? I'm a man who loves wings. I don't really care that much about wings. But the point is, Aquaman is a better character now. He's a lot more fun. A lot more things he can do. So speaking of things characters can do, let's talk about Green Arrow. Green Arrow, as we know, is the zoner of this game. Well, let's just say he lives up to that even more so. Oh boy. Green Arrow got a new arrow called the Arcing Shot, among other things. The first major change is, so Omega Quiver Change used to actually have a lot more recovery than regular Quiver Change, for example. Now, see how that one's +1? See, now we're +7. And as you saw, it just quickly flashed what that arrow was gonna be. That's still there, and that's still there. It's whatever. Anywho, he also got this. So, he's got an Arcing Shot. That one goes full screen, that one goes about half screen. You can charge both of these. You can roll away from it, or you can roll into it. And if you do the Omega one, well, that happens. Just an unfathomable amount of pain coming your way. It's really more important, I would argue. It's more or less for space. He can control space a lot better because he can also do that now. You can have two of these on screen. You can do this into this. So basically, he's threatening. If he's about here, you are in danger. I don't see any reason to do anything about that because it requires Omegas. And if you let that happen to you, to be honest, that's kind of your fault. I completely think that's your fault. Me personally, I wouldn't let that much TNT get on the screen. It just seems like a skill issue, is what I'm saying. I don't agree with that being my fault. So he's a zoning machine. But if you want, you can also do that and just get a fuck ton of damage if you so desire. I don't care. Do you care? No. Yeah, so he's very scary now. He's very, very scary. And for those wondering, yes, he can detonate it the same way. So basically, Green Arrow is he's even better at zoning. I was worried through all the different iterations of Green Arrow that zoning would be too strong in this game, but then I remembered a lot of characters have a lot of ways to deal with zoning in this game. So why not allow him to be the king that we know he is when it comes to using a bow and arrow and make it everyone else's problem? I'm a big fan of pushing responsibilities to others. Is basically what I'm saying here. I don't care personally about what you struggle with if I give you the tools to do something about it. It is 100% your problem, not mine. War did get some things. I think a lot of what he got was more or less things to even him out, I would say. I didn't give him as much as the other characters. It's not that I didn't want him to have much, but he still was kind of stronger than I wanted him to be. The most important change I can tell you comes from this. Yeah, so if you're on the public version and you look at this hitbox when he does Death from Above, you may notice that it's a little problematic. It's not so much problematic now, so it's fine now. It's fine. But that's not the important part. The important part is, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that now OTGs. It also looks different. Like, it just kind of pops off at you like, hey, I'm here, I'm War. He's got an overhead now that's still on the ground. It's, if you charge the hard punch, it does that and you can juggle after it. So he's got that. And he has a taunt buff. So, you can do that. It kind of locks out your juggle potential unless you have additional things. Okay, never mind. That one doesn't work. But it also extends to, like I said, War got some changes, minimal changes. He's Death from Above hitbox is a little different now. See if I can just looks like that now. The old one on the public build is a lot. He can do this. I'll make a Death from Above for OTG now. And he's got overhead version of hard punch, uppercut. He's got a taunt version of his uppercuts. It does that. The hard punch one looks like this. And he also has a taunt version of the charge one. It only doesn't affect the Omega one. So War is, now it may seem like he didn't get as much compared to everybody else, but it's because personally he didn't need as much as everybody else. He just needed a little more fine tuning, a little more time in the oven. So I want to look at his changes. Like this is a little bit worse on recovery. Like, I mean, it's still pretty good, but the main thing was when he did this, he recovered 1 frame faster than just jumping. So I just kind of evened that out. I gave him the hard punch, the hard punch uppercut change, and they asked me for a projectile. I'm not giving him a projectile. I'm not doing that. That's just it's a wild idea. I like the way you guys think. That's a little too much dip on your chip for me. So, Rat King. Rat King is also super fun. Yeah, if he has a few tails on him, right? So War has the different frame on that needle drop now as well. Rat King. He got a new taunt. It permanently increases his strength by 5%. So right now we're at 10%. I didn't mean to show that off yet. Sorry. I'm fucking dying over here currently. Anywho, he has a new move. It is called Languid Leap. There's so many vermin terms out there. You know, I don't think Rat King should have a dive kick. I don't know who would ever do something that stupid. That just seems like a really bad idea. Anywho, Languid Leap comes in 3 forms. This first one, it is an overhead. It'd be up to +3. The second one, it's a throw, kind of like Birdie's leaping grab. You can combo after this throw. And the last one is another overhead that just wastes an absurd amount of time and ends with the slam. It's one of my favorites because Rat King is a character that just loves wasting time. Anywho, Rat King, according to my notes from the community, that I definitely hit. Okay. Omega drop, all the drop kicks are a lot more punishable now. He also has a new Omega Shock Sphere. I mean, not Shock Sphere. Omega... What did I call that stupid thing? I can't remember all these names. Rat Crasher. Looks like that now. Yeah. Pretty fucking cool, right? Shout outs to A. I've showed off the new taunt. We've covered that. I've increased the recovery. I've lowered the recovery on this to make it an easier link. That's why I dropped it. There we go. So we got that. That allows you to combo after it now if you're fast enough. Like, just small stuff, you know? And the Omega Shock Sphere, if it hits, projectiles will go through him. So it's no longer a trade of sorts. And since I've activated Rat King's taunt, it gives me 1 free use of this thing I'm gonna not do. I was gonna land and do something. Oh, I got a taunt again. Here we go. Oh, then I did the wrong one. You see, normally when I record, you don't see the outtakes. There's a reason for that. There's a lot of them. But you can do that if you so desire. Is that a good combo? Not really. But you can. Normally, that happens if they're in counter hit as well. We just do that, and then do this, and do this. Like, that's another thing you could just do. Like, just stuff. Yeah, like, I just thought of that like right now. Don't feel too bad about it. So, Rat King is a little scary now because there's a mini game in the Discord right now that 9x0 created. You see, the thing about this game is you can share the dummy record files. You just share them, swap them around, and it's called "Will You Get Hit?" So what happens is he'll do a random version of Languid Leap, and you have to not get hit. Pretty straightforward game. Every character can play. And if you get hit, you lose. Goal is to dodge 10 times. If you can successfully dodge 10 times and record it, I will do absolutely nothing. So that's a personal achievement for you. Be proud of yourself. You should be. And last, but certainly not least, Armaggon. Actually, no, not last. We still got to make a shredder. All right. As you can see, Armaggon's got this thing with a number next to it. What's that about? You know, it's for biting. Sharks bite people. Oh, right, I forgot about Kirby too. I keep forgetting about Kirby. So there's 2 more characters. Anywho, did you know sharks bite on average somewhere around like 200 to 500 people, maybe? You know, I don't know. The point is, Armaggon's universal command grab adds bites. You can mash out of this grab to, you know, stop at like 2. You absolutely should mash out of that grab, because now that we're at 8, you are already in massive danger. Just to give you an idea, we're gonna go ahead and cap all the way out here. And once you get to 16, the bites don't matter, but you can keep biting if you want. You also can combo into this, and if you hold down both kicks, you'll bite. You get 3 more bites, and he'll just kick you off. So we're currently at 19. Let's talk about what happens. Some changes to his moveset. That's a little bit. So at 4 bites, this has a lot more, it's a lot faster, a lot less startup, a lot less recovery on all of them. So now he has a much better projectile. So these normally are like frame 5 and frame 10 respectively. Now it's like frame 3 and frame 5. So these become a lot faster. And the Omega one is normally a frame 5. It's now a frame 2. It makes him have the fastest reversal DP next to Flash, and arguably a better hitbox on it because of the way it hits. So we got those 2 things. At 8 bites, that's when you get the flash hit change. At 11 bites, his dive becomes faster. So I'm gonna have to, let's see, just do this so we can see what it looks like before we get to 16. So at 11, his dives are a lot faster. And also that one hits a little more consistently. So, well, you know, if it hits at the right part, like it's a lot better to combo with. So, what happens when we get past to 16 or higher? Just gonna mash out with Superman here. Okay, there we go. Not only are dives even faster, but the startup on them is reduced. They're really fast now. It's kind of insane. Like, you really don't want this to happen. Oh my god, that was a side switch. Okay, that's fine. That looked completely normal. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, so you don't want this to happen. You just don't. You do not want that to happen. But don't worry, he got some nerfs. So the hard kick version of his diving, of his fin slicer, the invulnerability has been reduced on it, so he can be meatied. The light kick one is unchanged. So basically, if you go for that one, it's a harder read, but it's still, you know, big damage because specials do more damage than normals now. And just a thing to keep as a reminder of, because that's 129 currently. I did not know it did that much damage. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that. That's Armaggon. That's what he is currently. I might make his walk speed faster too. It just depends. But the main thing is he bites, and you suffer. You suffer. All right, let's go to Kirby. Kirby, Rolento fans, rejoice! I'm hitting you with yet another Street Fighter Alpha addition to this character. Before, in 2022, as you know, he got the Shoto roll. I forgot about Cheetah. That's my problem. Anywho, he got a new move. He's got the Mekong Delta Air Raid, and it works the exact same way in that you can hold forward, back, or neutral. So, and that one's an overhead. That one knocks down. And this one, you can do the input twice on. As fast as you want or as slow as you want. Because they're double overheads. And so the recovery on that got changed. It's a little worse. And the recovery on that got changed. It's also a little worse. But this one's the same because the startup's already bad on it, and I don't care. Of course, you got the reversal change, so it doesn't do the follow-up, but unless you combo into it. So there's all of that. There's all of those things. The main thing about Kirby is just that I wanted him to do more silly things. I just wanted him to be a little silly guy, and do stuff like all sorts of things, you know? So if you're in the Discord, which you fucking better be, if you're in that Discord, then you'll see all the lovely tech that 9x0 has found. So that's pretty much Kirby in a nutshell. There's a stealth nerf to this too, but it's really not noticeable. He falls a little bit slower than he used to. That's pretty much all you really need to know about Kirby. I'm gonna do one of my favorite combos. I'm gonna drop one of my favorite combos. I'm gonna keep dropping one of my favorite combos. I did that because I did a thing. Like, that's a decent amount of corner carry. Anywho, I forgot about Wingnut. And I don't know how I could. Wingnut's nuts. The menace to society. He needs to be stopped. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. I need more pictures of Spider-Man. I mean Wingnut, because he's a menace. Let's talk about Wingnut, okay? He's got a new command normal. He can do that. This is back in hard punch now. This now vacuums in. Let's see. I didn't change much with his dives, but that's not why you guys here. This can be charged now. On the surface level, it doesn't appear to do much, but that now does that. And if you charge it, it goes all the way down. If that looks worrying to you, stick around. I'm not done. He also could do this. He can do that now, because why not? But it gets better. We also have a new version of Omega Thrust Punch. It's 3 hits now. It does that, and you can space it out if you so desire. So if you don't interrupt that, which you should, because it's not a real block string, he's safe-ish. So he's got these things going on now. So he's a lot, okay? He's a lot. He's got a lot of movement tricks to him now, but I'm not done yet. His command grab got changed. It allows you to position the opponent differently. You can go left or right. You can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. So I know what you guys are thinking. Wingnut is the best character in the game. He's not. I don't agree that he is. Don't. Is he good? Yes. Is he the best? I still disagree. I still disagree. And that's because you guys haven't seen what I have coming next with the rest of the cast. Besides, things are going to be balanced over and over. I'm going to be making a lot of changes as we proceed. So that's just the main thing to think about with Wingnut. Also, this is faster. I remember that. That's a little bit faster. Not by much, but I did change that. I did make it a little bit faster. It's a pretty good meaty too. So, oh, one more thing. If you anti-air with this as a counter hit, this happens. Yeah, we get jump cancels, boys. So, all right, he can do that now. He can backdash, air dash. It's pretty tricky though. It's not really worth doing. I mean, it is if you can get the timing right, because yeah, it's pretty silly. Wingnut has a lot of ways to just be the worst now, and I think that I enjoy how that works with him. Because this is all execution things. Like it seems like it's a lot, but it's not. Like nobody's like you're not gonna find anybody day one doing this shit. If you find somebody like who that, yeah, I showed that. I did show off the new Omega Thrust Punch and all the shit you can do with it. So, Cheetah also got some important changes that makes her a usable character. She got this is a little bit slower at the end, but it moves a little bit further. Of course, she got some damage off of that. But according to my notes, which I'm gonna fucking read now, for those of you watching on YouTube, you just join the Discord and play with the character, because I'm probably forgetting a lot of shit, and it's fine. I'm just trying to get through this whole thing, and then after I get through all these characters, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy some of the newer tracks that are in the game. Then I'll be back, and then we're gonna play. I'm gonna fight some people. So Rolling Claw, this you can now juggle after it. I just have to not suck at it, but I keep sucking at it. It's a real problem. Yeah, there we go. So you can juggle after that now. This no longer adds to the juggle limit if you do it after that. I still need to change that. That's still gonna change. She has an Omega version now of that, and you can link after it. Pretty sick. Not only can you link after it if you so desire, it's also a juggle, but if you do it from a juggle, it's not a combo, but it still is plus. So it's kind of crazy. Her walk speed's faster. This doesn't knock back as badly anymore. She's got 10 more life. She's got 10 more stun. So now she's at 590 instead of 580. So she feels a lot more viable. I will admit that I over-nerfed her. I thought that some things that she was too strong for a ground game, and she was, but now it's a little bit more balanced. You know, you get it? So let's talk about Order Soul. Order Soul is a character in Guilty Gear that was introduced in Guilty Gear Slash, I believe. He had these things where he could do enhanced versions of his moves if they leveled up. And I personally love that idea. And that is why Omega Shredder has it also. But not without caveats to it. It kind of lowered his juggle potential on some things. As you can see, that's a little bit lower. Let's see what else Omega Shredder got before I get into the level system. Okay. So the recovery on Omega Knee Crush has been increased. The recovery on Omega Aura Crusher has been increased. But he can meditate. This zombie can meditate. Zombies aren't supposed to meditate. Anywho, as you can see, we have 3 levels. I'm gonna redo that so I can start it over. Because if you do, it's basically done by pressing light punch and light kick. Think of it like a charge, you know, like your charging meter. Or you can press 3 buttons and go straight to level 3. This is important because you can do that in juggles. So let's talk about what happened so far. Right now, it only affects his Aura Crusher. And as you can see, we got that. It's 0. He's in your face. That's a restand. So what that means is I just have to actually do it. I'm not gonna do it, but it's gonna happen. Oh my god. Well, now I know that works. I didn't think that worked. I'm glad that it works. So he can restand with that move. That's the light punch or crusher. The hard punch one, that's a throw. That is now a throw. And it's just a legitimate throw that you have to expect. And you can combo after that throw. So at level 3, we get the punch. That one wall bounces. This one, hard kick, wall slats. So What that means is, if your timing is better than mine, you can restand. And that's pretty much the whole shebang for Omega Shredder. I did that because Order Soul's a funny character, and Omega Shredder is a funny character. And now they're funny characters. You see, it's a goof, it's a laugh. I like to have a goof and a laugh every so often. So, I am gonna disappear for a few minutes. And then I'll be back. And then you know what? We're gonna run some sets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the stream so I have that VOD, and then I'm gonna restart the stream. I'm not gonna stop the stream and leave. I'm just gonna restart the stream, and then I'll leave it on some tunes for you guys, and then I'll be back in like 10 minutes at most. Okay? I appreciate your patience. You know, the last time I streamed was like 6 months ago, so I'm sure you guys can wait 10 minutes. Capiche? I'll be right back.